Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush Guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2624 as a special dedication to I'm a Space Woman. We've got 25 moves only to clear out 52 jelly, and we used to have considerably more. This is listed now as a hard level with the purple stripes and the skull, but it might even be harder than hard. Let's jump in and see what we can do, see if we can get both some strategies figured out and hopefully some luck on this board. I see that I've got these licorice locked chocolates, so as soon as I can remove the licorice locks, the chocolate is going to start to grow, but only in very limited spots because it won't go onto the conveyor belt here. But it could envelop this if I open this, and that would be tragic because these UFOs I think are going to be crucial to reaching the places that I'm having a hard time getting to. And then of course we've got popcorn, which will be wonderful once we pop it. It'll give us a color bomb if it doesn't get consumed by chocolate. But until then, it's a strong barrier. Lots to work with here. Let's see what we can do. And with some folks, here I'm going to take out more licorice. The deal with licorice is, when you take licorice out on a turn, no new licorice should be able to form from the dispenser. And when you don't take out licorice, that's when new stuff can happen. I'm going to do this because it brings this down onto the area where I need to work here. Now there can be nuances to that rule of the licorice. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 turn delays, but that's the general concept, and on each level you have to kind of figure out how it's going to operate. Now with I'm a Space Woman, with a lot of folks, with most folks, if I get a request from someone with a username instead of an actual name, I will either ask them what their name is or look up to see if they've ever told me what their real name is. But it's just so much fun to dedicate something to someone named I'm a Space Woman. I don't think I want to know what her actual name is. So this one's for you, I'm a Space Woman. Alright, let's see. What I need to do is concentrate some of the colors down. But I actually really need to take out this chocolate and get it under control because it can grow and take over my stripe, which it's likely going to do. It's got too much potential to really ruin my board, so let's see what I can do to get it gone. Not much. Okay, so this looks awesome here. And I opened this up, and before the chocolate has a chance to consume it, I should use it. And I would, except I can take out the chocolate and still preserve this right now. And I had a good move to make, because the more I take out on my own, the less work the UFO has to do. But yeah, I don't want to hold on to it too long. I'm going to go ahead and do this and see what this can open up for me. Hopefully it'll open up the other UFO. There we go. And send it off. Oh, I didn't send it off. It's an efficiency of moves if it does that. Now, if I could take out all blue, I would. I can't, and I don't want the chocolate to grow that way. So I'm going to set off this second UFO. It's just so crucial that we get to the UFOs in such a way that we reach them before the chocolate reaches them. That's one of the best ways to ensure success on this board. Now, unfortunately, because I set both of those off at once, I don't have any color bombs left to help me do the rest of my work. So this doesn't look good for me. But they did still take out a color, and so I'm hoping that I'll be able to concentrate things down and get some success that way. I'm left without a lot of without a lot of red on the board. Without a lot of orange too, but red is the target I was looking for. So if I take out the red, then maybe I'll be able to concentrate everything else down. And I guess the orange too. Let's take out red and orange and see if we get things magically creating when we do things like that. Yeah, I'm going to take out the licorice and hope to get some cascading here. So we started with a fairly decent setup, and then I was able to get a lot accomplished, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to bring this to fruition. I'm trying. I'm trying to make my best choices possible. But I don't have a lot of moves down here that are proving to be terribly helpful. Sometimes just making cascades can help, but oh, that stripe missed. Well, I mean, there's always the possibility we could get an amazing cascade to help us out with all of this. We didn't, but we were left with only 3 jelly, and I think that's pretty good for a first run through. Now, this is a hard level, and I don't expect it to get done on the first try, so I may be here a while. I'm going to pause the recording and come back with another level, and it's either going to be instructive in some way, or it's going to be the winning board, which hopefully the winning board will also be instructive. And that way you don't have to see all of my failed attempts, but I'll try to keep track of them so you know how long it took me. I'll be right back with a new board. Okay, so here's my new board, and already I can make a special. Now, I didn't go hunting for a good board. I didn't exit and enter over and over. I used to do that, and I highly recommend it if you've got the opportunity, like I do. The reason I don't do it is because a lot of people lost that opportunity. And so it's a bit unfair for me to go, oh yeah, this is the way you need to do it. So it's a good way if you've got it. But I'm not going to use that practice. Gosh, I'm making a lot of stripes and I'm not able to get through here. Okay, so there we go. Stripe wrapped combo. And it opens this, and unfortunately chocolate can get to it. So I have to try to keep the chocolate at bay. Oh, stink. Until I can bust through there. If I take out a chocolate, no new chocolate can form. So now I don't see a way to take out a chocolate. I'm not going to say I can't, because sometimes I just miss things. I don't see a way to take out chocolate. And so next time the chocolate is going to grow either here, 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 or here. And I'm just going to hope that it doesn't take over where I don't want it to be. Oh, that was sad. So that's one of the pitfalls of this board. Losing your UFOs, because your UFOs are your best allies on this board. Now, some of us have a little collection of UFOs, and if you're really struggling, a UFO would be a good initial booster to try to offset the difficulties of having such a restricted board now that we have so many moves taken away from us. But those UFOs are kind of hard to get. I'm not really playing well now. Have you noticed that I kind of gave up on this one? Never a good sign, because we could always get some extraordinary luck on this board. Immediately, I'm just going to take out all blue. It'll concentrate the colors. Might give me a good shot at things. No. But we kind of expected that, right? Going to make a bit of a cascade, see if that helps. Gosh, I can't even get to that second UFO, so I guess it's not so tragic that my first UFO was consumed, because, well, actually the first UFO could have opened up that second UFO. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's go ahead and play again. Oh, we got another one. And I'm keeping that one as being something that I think is instructive. So this is nice. We're starting out well. Making a bit of progress. I could take out this orange right away, or I could hold off and try to make it as a striped wrapped combo, and I think that's going to work best. Although, oh man, that licorice gets in the way and prohibits us from making really good moves. Now notice, one of the benefits here to that move is that I did not open up those UFOs. I want to wait and try to open the UFOs when I've got a good shot at being able to use them. Oh, a wrapped candy would be so spectacular. Take out a chocolate. Now, when I do this, it's going to hit this twice. It's going to take out a lot of this chocolate that's already wrapped up. It's only going to hit this once, because it reaches to here on the first hit. But I will have taken out chocolate, so it'll give me a chance to activate it without getting consumed by chocolate. So let's try this. We've got this popcorn almost popped, so that's good. There we go. Look, it set the UFO off. It's not reaching up to these high areas, and it's taking out all of my color bombs when it takes out my popcorn. All right, so again, I'm in a situation where I've been able to use both of my UFOs, so it's better than not having been able to do that. Let's see if we can stack things up in our favor. One of the problems is this licorice is in the way, so I'm removing licorice. There we go. Once we remove that, we've got more space to do more things. I have to look for specials because these simple cutouts here are really creating a bit of a problem for me. There's too much green right here right now. I'm going to take this simple move here. Well, that was nice. Oh, look at this green. I could do this. I'm going to do this green, and if I can drop it down, then it's going to have impact across this entire area. Actually, right now I feel like I almost have too many good moves. Yeah. If I make a stripe, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the stripe wrapped combo. If I make a wrapped, it'll just blow up everything in this area, which I've only got a couple of things to get through this area anyway, so I don't know that it's spectacular. I think I'm going to go for the stripe instead. Oh, and I do get the stripe wrapped combo. Look at this. Okay, so this is going to set off a few things. Now, the question is, do I want to risk this and take this out? And I think I do because this is double thick. And I don't want to leave one area undone. I didn't even need it for that. So it's this area that I need to focus on. Well, let's just jump through here. We're bringing this down closer. Hopefully we're taking out some of that licorice. Yikes. I'm going to bring the red into play here. I don't want to move the red this way. I want to slide this down. And I think if I do this... Oh, it didn't slide downward. I could make a stripe here. I'm going to take this out instead. So close on this one. So close. When we get this close... 3 tries and 2 of them were really close, it tells me that I'm on the right track. Alright, I'm going to pause and bring up a new board that hopefully will be the win, or if not, still instructive. Be right back. Okay, so not a spectacular setup, but I can start taking out some licorice. And I'm removing green here, which is nice because I don't have a lot of green on the board, and then what happens is we get some fun things, right? Now the question is, do I use this right away? Or do I hold off and try to get something even better? I'm going to use it right away because it's going to unlock and then remove the chocolate. So it takes away a bit of that threat for me right off the bat. Now, I don't have what looks like a really great move at this point, so I'm going to try to keep reducing the colors on the board. I don't have a lot of green, but I also don't have a lot of red. And since I can't reach green, let's take out the red. And that gives me this opportunity. So you see how looking to reduce the colors on the board can be helpful. This isn't spectacular. Ooh, now it is. Here's the question. Do I want to go ahead and set this off knowing it's going to open this up, but it's also going to open up the chocolate? I think because I have some other things happening here, I'm going to say yes, because hopefully this blue will make enough impact. There we go. That we were able to open this up. Very, very fortunate for us. So now I have to make every move count. And I have to take this move because I can't take out chocolate, or I don't see a way to take out chocolate, and I don't want to lose that UFO. So I'm a space woman. This is the thing I've been trying to impart. Use those UFOs before you lose them. And then kind of deal with all of the fallout below that is tough. At least with these, I haven't been able to figure out a way to preserve those color bombs, but at least they are taking out the most prevalent color on the board when that happens. So now what should I do? I can make a stripe here. It's not really spectacular. If I could actually take out a row here, I would, because the green would line up and then this would come through. But I don't see how to do that. I could take out some of the jelly that's up here. I'm going to make this stripe. I really wanted to figure out a way to get that color bomb, and maybe somebody else sees something that I don't, but I didn't see a way to do that. Now I'm going to drop this down. Look at this. You know that lower portion that's always so hard to reach? It's now gone. So this is looking spectacular. I have to play the end game really well. Can I do anything to take these guys out? No, but if this drops down just one, I can. I don't see a way to drop this down just one right now. Well, maybe. And this looks fairly easy to get to. So what if I do this and the blue comes in and it drops that orange down? There we go. And this still hasn't left. So, phew, got it done. That's how I do it in 14 attempts. Getting close on quite a few of them when I was able to open up the UFOs and use them instead of opening the UFOs and getting them consumed by chocolate or not being able to open them at all, which happened once or twice on my board. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would help me out. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thanks for watching.